One of the most exciting areas of multidirectional speed, or speed in any form, for me, is lateral speed. Because on most sports, court or field sports, there's a lot of lateral speed that's involved. In this segment, we're going to talk about the lateral shuffle of acceleration and change of direction. To do that, there's some very important concepts and principles that we have to follow. One of them is called stiffness, and we're going to get into great depth into stiffness. Athletes that get stiff quicker are usually the quickest athletes. So we're going to break down the mechanics of lateral shuffle acceleration. Okay, folks, let's face it. If you're an athlete that plays on a court or on a field and you can't move laterally, you're probably going to be behind the 8 ball. So we're going to take you now into lateral acceleration and change of direction. Block number 1 is going to focus on lateral shuffle acceleration. 3 phases to this. Phase number 1 is we're going to teach you the stance and take you through a one step out lateral shuffle. So basically what we want to look at. Now, I'm giving you a very generic stance because if I'm a football player or a volleyball player or a tennis athlete, those stances will change according to my role in that sport. But basically what we're looking to do is we want to get our feet wider than our shoulders, okay? And we have to do that because we have to produce force going in the direction we want to go. So I want my foot wider than my center of mass so I can push my mass in that direction. The second thing I want to do is have my feet straight ahead. The reason I want my feet straight ahead is because it locks my ankle joint into dorsiflexion. And the way that I'm going to drive dorsiflexion once I'm in my stance is I'm going to drive my knees forward, keeping my heels down, and then I'm going to reorganize my athletic stance by pushing my hips back. So I get a hip loading, a stability of the knee, and then an ankle loading. If my foot happens to turn outward, now unless my limitation in range of motion dictates that my foot turns out a little bit, but I'm still loaded pretty good, but if not, if I have the range of motion and I chose to turn my feet out, I'm not very stable. I'm not stiff anymore. So we want the foot straight ahead. So again, load the ankle, load the hips. Now I'm nice and wide. Here's progression number 1. We're going to do a lateral shuffle with 1 push off, 1 step, and then stop, and then we repeat it. So I'm just going to move to the left a little bit here, and I'm going to do a couple going to my right. So I load, lock in, good position, push with my left, clear with my right. Same thing going back to the left. Right leg, if you notice, if you look at my posture, my knee is inside my foot. It has to be to push down and away. If my knee gets outside and over my foot, now I'm vertically aligned. That's not very good or efficient for lateral movement, especially for decelerating. Okay, we're accelerating right now, which is important, but it's even more important when I decelerate. So I'm going to come back this way, okay? All right, notice it's a hard push off. I did a couple things. I stayed in the tunnel. Staying in the tunnel means I stay level when I push off versus coming up high and then coming back down. So I don't want to have this kind of a galloping type action. I want to stay level and push away in the direction that I'm going. I can only do that by making sure my hip joint is loaded, my ankle joint is loaded, and I'm down. If I'm really extended at the start, if I'm playing too tall, I don't have a lot of leg length left to push off with. Down here, I've got a lot of leg length and I can really generate some distance. Okay, let's take this a step further and do 2 shuffles. When I do 2 shuffles, now we're going to incorporate what I call the lateral gait cycle. Lateral gait cycle. What that means is I have a push-off leg. As I push off, now I have my front side leg that actually has to help pull me. It's going to pull me, and it does it by digging in the ground with my heel. Yes, my heel. I know so many people that say never turn your foot out. All athletes will turn their foot out when they need speed. okay? I'm much stronger driving with my heel, using my hamstrings in my glutes than I am using my groin, my adductors. I don't want to use those muscles as power producers for speed. I want to use the stronger muscles, okay? So watch, I'm going to go 2 shuffles now. This is the second phase. Number 1 was 1 shuffle, number 2 is 2 shuffles. Notice my lead foot turns out. I'm coming back to my left now. So in the gait cycle, I push. Center of mass starts moving. Front side leg has to prepare, it gets out of the way. This extension out, or abduction out, actually gives me more force back here, action, reaction, okay? So that's a positive. So I push, turn. Now as my mass is moving over this foot, this one getting ready to recover, this one pulls, I recover, and then I push. And then the cycle starts all over again. It's called the lateral gait cycle. Let me show you it one more time. That's the 2 push-off lateral acceleration. The last one in this block number 1 for shuffle acceleration is I'm just going to shuffle, we're going to say 8 yards, 5 yards, 8 yards, and then I'm just going to walk out of it. Okay, so maybe I'm going to get 2.5 to 3 shuffles in, and then I just walk right out of it. Same thing going back. And then walk out of it. So what we're trying to enhance with our athletes is the ability to stay in the tunnel. Number 1, stay down. Number 2, push down and away. Number 3, get the lead leg to help and recover so that I can generate massive quick speed. When I can do those 3 things, I can cover a lot of distance and be a much better defender or a marker if I'm playing soccer in my sport and against my opponent. So there's your lateral acceleration using the shuffle. Okay, lateral shuffle, let's continue. Let's add change of direction, because if you can't change directions, you're no longer quick. If you can only accelerate, that's good, but you got to go the other way sometimes, actually a lot of times. So we're going to employ a technique that I started using years ago. I call them fake throws. It's using a medicine ball to give us some artificial momentum. We're going to make our mass have to control itself with this artificial momentum. Change of direction is about foot plant posture and angle that we plant at, okay, where it's at. It's about getting stiff quickly, and it's about controlling our shoulder position, which happens through our core. So if I plant and I get a tilt to the side, we call that shoulder sway. It's no good. If I tilt when my athlete that I'm guarding goes this way, they win. So when I decelerate, I have to be able to control my mass and momentum quickly to be able to change directions and allow my great foot plant to matter. A great foot plant gets screwed up by bad shoulder positions every time. Okay, so let's take you through this quickly. What we're going to do is I'll have Jay, you pick a ball. Okay, so Jay's going to start with us, and we're going to have each of our athletes go through this. Jay's going to do the first exercise, which we call a step out, okay? It's a step out, or we call it a jab sometimes. The basketball, we use it as a jab step. So Jay's going to get in a good athletic stance. Go a little wider with your foot, okay. Her right foot is basically going to come to the white line, maybe a little bit over it, but what we're going to do with the ball is we're going to start her at her left shoulder. Now, these fake throws are very expansive. There's a ton of exercises that I have. I'm progressing way beyond where we normally would start with this, but this will show you how you can immediately include this in your training. What Jay's going to do is she's going to move it from her left shoulder to her right shoulder without having rotation of her upper body. Okay, that is similar to a shoulder sway. She wants to control that. She's just simply going to move her mass by pushing off her left leg and stopping abruptly and aggressively with the ball at her right shoulder. All right, Jay, ready? And go. And back. Ready, go. And she's got to be violent. Go. Go. One more time. Go. Good. Matt, come on out and try that. Good job, Jay. All right, now watch Matt. Now Matt, again, he's going to lock it in. He's trying not to rotate. Elbows are underneath. Move the ball shoulder to shoulder and stop on a step out. Here we go. There it is. Good. Get there. Stop. Nice. Stop. Very good. Upper body's not moving. Relax. Good. Bailey, go ahead. Now Bailey has a different ball. I'm going to talk about that in a minute because that's very important that we understand our different thresholds here. All right, Bailey, ready? Go. Good. Good. Now here's one change we want to make. You can tell Bailey's a point guard in basketball. She's in a power position, but we want to make this very non-specific. So we're going to drive the arms underneath so she's not in a basketball position, and we're going to hold the ball at the shoulder, hips down, and now when you do it, you're just going to move it right there to the side. Ready? Go. There he is. Violent. Get there. Good. Go. Go. And stop. Very good. Jay, come on back out. Grab your ball. Now, one of the things I want you to understand, Jay, would you turn sideways for a second? When you do fake throws, here are the levels you have to learn. Level number 1 for horizontal is at the chest. Level number 2 is at the chest height, but half arm out. Level 3 is full arm. Okay, now, Jay has a 6-pound ball. She might be able to do an exercise at level 1 or 2 with a 6-pound, but she gets to level 3, she can't do it. So she either has to come back, but if we want her at level 3, we have to go lighter. So you got to make the change, all right? And here's how you know. If her threshold is passed, she ends up doing what we call water skiing. Arms come out, hips go back, and we look like we're water skiing. She has to maintain that same athletic stance that she would without the ball. Level 1 for vertical is at the chest. Level 2 is above the head, half arm. Level 3 is all the way up. So when you use fake throw patterns, that's the positions you get in. So I can tell Jay very easily, and watch how I do this. Jay, get me an athletic stance, face the camera. You're going to go to level 2 with your ball, and I want it at the left shoulder. And now you're going to do your 1 step out, just like you did. Jab and go. Ready? Go. Go. Violent. Go. Now switch. Go the other side. Ready? Go. 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 And relax. Good. Matt, come on out. Okay, now watch. Once he understands the terminology, I can pretty much have him do what I want. Matt, I want you to go level 2. So your half arm started at your left shoulder. You're going to shuffle 1 time. You're literally going to shuffle, then abruptly stop, and then we'll do the same thing going back the other way. So start at level 2. Ready? Go. Oh, that's good. Ready? Go. See the stiffness? And that's what we're after. We're trying to avoid rotation, so he stops it at his shoulders. Many times I tell my athletes to stop under the ears because that actually ends them at the shoulder. Okay? All right, ready? Go. Go. And relax. Good job. Bailey, come on up. All right, watch this one. Just to show you, this is actually a little bit of bonus stuff for you. Bailey, put it at level 2, at your left shoulder, and you're going to shuffle over to the right with 1 step, okay? And you're going to stop. But I want you to stop it at knee height when you get over on this side. Ready? Go. Good. Bring it back up. Now go, yep, now going the other way. Ready? Go. Excellent. Do it one more time. Be violent. Go. Ready? Go. All right, now you can see. I purposely did this with Bailey because I knew it would throw her off. I wanted you to see this. And she actually did better than I thought she would, so she showed some improvement on this. When I get here and I diagonally rotate and bring it down hard, what does it do? It drives my shoulders that way. I have to fight that and be violent and stop and get really stiff. So that is a perfect drill to work on athletes, change the direction mechanics, because she has to get stiff here in the core, stiff hips, and not have a lot of T-spine lateral rotation. This drill teaches it without me having to say a lot, okay? Jay, come on back up, grab that ball. Good job, Bailey. Jay, you're gonna give me 2 shuffles. All 3 of you are going with 2 shuffles this time. Over, back, twice, all right? Let's go level 2. Let's challenge her, all right? You gotta earn your lunch. Ready? Go. Yeah, there we go. Violent. Excellent. Very good. Come on, Matt. Lock it in. Level 2. Start at left shoulder. Ready? Go. There. Oh, there's a little shoulder sway. Good. See, it's teaching him. There. You don't see it anymore. He made 1 mistake. It was a self-correction. I love these drills because it's self-correct. Could you feel that? Yeah. It pulled him out. He knew it. It brought him out of that shoulder sway. Good job. All right, ready, Bales? Go. There it is. That was stiff. Oh, yeah. We will let you eat lunch today. Good job. Excellent job. So there you go. You had a step out, you had a 1 shuffle, and then you had a 2 shuffle with fake throws. Then we threw some bonuses in there. We added rotation. Your mind will start going crazy with all the patterns you can do, and even in the frontal plane. So there you go. There's block 2. Okay, folks, let's move on to block 3, lateral acceleration, still staying with the lateral shuffle. Many times we have to do corrective measures, okay? As a coach, you assess your situation, you assess your team, you assess your athletes, and you fix it. Well, you have to have tools in your toolbox to fix it. The low box and tubing, very inexpensive tools to be able to work with your athletes, to be able to enhance their movement patterns of something maybe they're struggling with a little bit. So I can really drive home a ton of repetitions without having to have a lot of space using this low box technology that I use here. Now watch. I'm going to have Jay go first. So I'm going to have Bailey and Matt just move a little bit so they don't get hit. Jay's going to demonstrate a lateral plant to create change of direction, but it's very reactive. She's creating an angle that affords her to be able to change directions quickly. She still wants to stay in the tunnel. You're going to notice her angle is going to get wider because I'm going to give artificial momentum, which actually would be the same as her doing a hard shuffle in a game of basketball or soccer or something like that. So Jay, I'm going to take the band off you nice and light. Just go side to side over the box a couple times. Go a little faster. If you notice her angle's pretty good. Pretty good. Okay, rest. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have her do a shuffle to a pause. So every time she goes back away from me, she's going to pause on that side, then come at me and get away from me. So I'm challenging her right leg in her plant angles, in her ability to get stiff and get out of it quickly. All right, ready, Jay? So start on that side, come to me and get away from me quick, and then pause. All right, ready, go. And there, ready, go. Get there, get back, go. Get back, go. 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 And rest. Now, if you notice, come on back over this side, Jay. Because I gave her artificial momentum, it'd be just like her changing direction. Go ahead, squat down. Her angle from where her foot position is to her shoulder and her head is even steeper. She's got a nice angle on there, all right? Now, the reason she does that is because when I pull her, I'm trying to force maybe a little bit of shoulder sway, so I'm teaching her how to fight against that. Let's try it 2 more times. Just go over and back. Ready, go. Go. And rest. So that's what we're getting out of it. Plus, she gets great stiffness, and she gets in and out of the break really fast. Good job, Bailey. Let's try it. Okay, same thing. Now, obviously, Bailey's a little lighter athlete, so I don't want to pull too hard to pull past her threshold to be able to hold her posture. Ready, go. 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 And rest. What I love about this drill is I didn't say anything to her other than go. She made a couple mistakes at the beginning, and it wasn't her fault. It was shoe position rolling on this. She self-corrected. The band forced her to do that. Love this drill. All right, Matt, you ready? I'm going to throw Matt to the fire right off. He hasn't done this drill before. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start manipulating where his center of mass goes. If I pull behind him, he's going to give me an acceleration cut. If I pull in front of him, it'd be like him decelerating, okay? So you'll watch his movement as we do this. Ready? Go. There you go, go. Get back, that's it, go. Good, go. There it is, go. Nice, go. And rest, excellent. Good job, Matt. Good job. All right, Jay, ready? Come on back up. All right, now we're gonna go quick. There's no pause. I'm gonna do the same thing with Jay. She's going to be manipulated. She doesn't know where she's going. She has to be reactive. Athletes react to tension. So you're going to get something pulling you, and you're going to just keep going. Go back and forth as quick as you can. Ready, go. That's the way to open the hips. Good. And rest. Good job. Very good. Almost pulled your shorts up around your ears, didn't I? All right, ready? Down in that stance. Ready, go. Good, Bales. Come on. That's it. Stay down. Shoulders forward. Stay in that tunnel. And rest. Good girl. All right, Matt, here we go. Ready? Go. Nice job, Matt. Come on, come on. Push. And rest. There you go. Excellent job. Good work. So the band, the low box, what a great way to give artificial momentum. For me to reproduce that drill, I have to have them shuffling in distance and space, time consuming. Not a bad thing to do, obviously, but I just got a ton of reps in a short period of time, made them quicker just like that. Let's move on to the next exercise, which we call our power shuffle exercise. All right, guys, let's move this over. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to take the drill we just did and put it to work. Matt, you're going to start right at that cone. And you're going to shuffle to this cone. I want a really abrupt deceleration, change of direction to this cone. And then shuffle hard to this cone, right back to the next cone, and then finish at the last one, okay? Here's what we want to watch when Matt does this. We're making sure he stays in the tunnel, and we make sure he doesn't have shoulder sway or rotation at the T-spine, okay? All right, ready, Matt? Come on, let's nail this. Ready, go. Plant. Look at the angle, just like if the tubing was on him. And rest, you got it. That was excellent. Great angles, good plant. He dorsiflexed the whole time. All right, ready, Bailey? Go. In the tunnel. There she goes. Good push off. Notice the lateral gait. Watch the lateral gait. Watch what happens. Backside pushes, front clears, pulls, allows the backside foot to recover. Good job of that, Bailey. Ready, go. Angle. Angle. There it is. And rest. One more time, coming back. Watch the angles. Watch what they do with their feet. Ready, go. Good. And walk it out. Good job, Matt. Ready? Go, Bales. Oh, that's okay. We slip, we recover. There you go. Very good work. Ready, Jay? Go. Got it. Nice work. If we understand pure reactive movement, what we find out is our athletes don't have to fight over a fixed foot. They just move their feet. Okay, so when I want to change direction, I just move it. Okay, I move it. That's what creates two things. It creates an angle that is most appropriate for the speed that I'm coming at. If I'm coming slow, I can get away with that. If I'm coming fast, it's going to get wider. Secondly, I take advantage of stretch reflex. That's plyometrics. Our body loves that. It feeds on that energy. So we want to load so we can explode. All right, let's show you one more. All right, Matt, you're going to start right there. This is similar to maybe like a combine type drill. We're going to call this a 5-5-5 shuffle. All Matt's going to do is he's going to shuffle from that cone to this cone, back and then out. So he's going to go over, back, over, and then just walk it out. We get to watch a lot of good things here. All right, ready? Go. Push and out. That's it, yeah. And then you just walk it right out. That was excellent. Good job. All right, ready? Go. Plant. Shoulders. That's a great plant, Bailey. Good left foot plant. Ready? Go. Good power. And rest. I want to take the power that Jay puts in and put it in you right now, and I want more distance. You got all this power, but you go with short steps. Sometimes give me some length here. I really get there. Ready? Go. There we go. Get there. That's it. Excellent, Matt. Excellent. All right, Bailey. Ready? Go. Get there. Good acceleration. Her second step. Good recovery. Nice job. All right, Jay. Her second step is great. Get there. And relax. Good job. Guys, come on in. Come on in. So you as a coach are going to look at this block, and you're going to see the drills that we did. Oh, you're going to say, that's cool, that's a low box drill. Let's throw the low box in today. That's not how you do it. What you want to do is you want to say, Matt is so explosive and powerful, but sometimes he gets out of position, doesn't have a great leg plant angle, foot plant angle, and he doesn't control his shoulders. So let's take a low box and let's use some bands so I can get a lot of reps and a lot of teaching in space, right here in that little space. Don't throw the drill in because I think that'll be a cool drill today. Use it. Okay, remember, a drill is a conduit to a skill, not the other way around. Always put your skills. What do I want to work on today? Okay, you're a basketball coach. You want to work on shooting? Well, you got a million shooting drills, but use the one your athletes need. Bailey does a really good job with her second step. Great with her second step. So her first step needs to be a little bit more explosive. Another example why I would use bands around her. Jay has really good power and good acceleration, but sometimes gets a little bit rotated, so I'm going to use the fake throws with her. Okay, so there you go. There's block number 3, 3 drills with a powerful impact on your athletes. Hopefully you use them for what they're meant for, and don't just use them as fun drills. Use them to improve your athletes each and every time you implement one with them. Moving on, block 4, lateral acceleration, still working shuffle. Now we're going to go reactive. Now it's going to be some challenging, fun activities, but you get to assess your athletes' reactive movement, because ultimately that's what games, sports are about. How do they react against an opponent? All right, so watch this. We're going to have Jay step up here first, and Jay's going to just straddle that white line. I'm going to stand right in front of her, and I'm going to point to the right or to the left. She's going to shuffle one time and back to the middle. Everything we've talked about in the shuffle, staying in the tunnel, angles of force application, staying wide, all that stuff applies here. I get to assess, am I too far for her, or do I need to bring her back to more controlled drills? Ready, Jay? Here we go. Ready, go. 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 Here. Here. And rest. Good. So you just watch, you see what they do. Come on, Matt. I got you, brother. Ready? Go. Here. 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 And you're out. Nice job. All right, Bailey. Come on, lock it in. Ready? This way. Here. 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 And rest. Good job. Now, what am I looking at? I want to make sure that we're getting an actual lateral push-off. Sometimes what happens is we get, and actually they did it very well, but sometimes we get athletes that'll pull with the front leg right off and they end up galloping across. We got to make sure we have the knees inside so I can push away, all right? Jay, let's try it again, but we're going to go 2 shuffles this time. So double shuffles. Ready? Go. 1, 2, back, go. Back, go. And you're out. Nice job. Ready, Matt? Go. Good. Go. Shoulders. That's it. Here. And you're out. Good. All right, Bailey. Go. Push. Push. Gain distance. Right here. And relax. Very good. So the first one in this block number 4 was 1 shuffle. React to me. The second one was 2 shuffles. The third one is a mirror drill. All right? Jay, come right here. Matt, you go right there. Matt, you're the leader. I'm going to tell you how many shuffles you get. All right? That way she knows it, but she doesn't know which way you're going. You get 1 shuffle in either direction. Okay? All right, ready? Go. Yeah, and rest. Good. All right. Matt, you're out. Bailey, you're up. Jay, you're leading. Jay, you lead. Here we go. 1 shuffle. And rest. Pretty good. All right. Matt, you're up. Bailey, you're leading. Bailey, you got 2 shuffles. All right. That's all right. Here we go. And rest. Good job. Okay. Guys, lateral shuffle is so incredibly important for your athletes to be great movers on the court or the field. If they understand angles, they understand staying in the right positions, they can move great. Now, our job is to make sure that they increase their strength and power over time so the lateral movement becomes even better and more efficient. So there you go. There's your lateral acceleration using the shuffle.